Jaylen, a bunch of guys have talked about the activity you guys want to have on the defensive end, helping more and then rotating behind the ball. What's that process like? Like, whether it's learning defensive tendencies or just knowing the rotations down pat, like, what's the process of being more active defensively like that?
Uh, I just think just setting the tone, like picking up earlier above half court, making teams have trouble getting to their offense is just, we know what it feels like when a team does that to us. So we got to be the team that does it to them. I try to disrupt them, pick them up, don't let it be easy, all that type of stuff.
What do you remember about getting used to Joe's coaching style for the first time when you became head coach? Obviously, a lot of guys are going through that now themselves joining the team.
What do I remember? Joe's a lot different now than he was when he was the interim coach. Like, so it's kind of completely different. When Joe took over for Ime, he kind of kept Ime's system and kind of like let the season play out. Joe now has his own kind of stamp on things, so it's a little different. But he's a lot more confident. He's a lot more assertive than he was then.
What differences are you noticing even this year with the new team? Because he talks a lot about coaching different guys, different ways.
Yeah, mentality. It's all about effort. It's all about the in between, the game within the game, and that's what we got to emphasize most. Like winning the fight. I think Joe's put a big emphasis on that from our guys, crashing, rebounding, being a harder playing team. Yeah, and there's little room for error in that regard. So guys are getting used to that, like whether it's your conditioning or whether it's the pressure of being able to come in and get taken right out. It's a big emphasis right now on winning the margins.
Jaylen, you kind of started slow last night. You kind of trying to get other guys involved. Was that part of just trying to get your teammates involved, or was that just the flow of the game thing?
Just to flow the game. That was our first time kind of playing with the whole group. So just trying to figure out our spots in our offense and trying to figuring all the pieces out together. Like I said, it's going to take some time, to find a rhythm and when to go, when not to go, where guys are supposed to be, where they're not supposed to be. And right now we're in that process of trying to figure it out.
Joe talked about how he wants you guys to be chaotically structured. For you, somebody who's been here for a while, somebody who's one of the leaders, like, what does it take to buy into that? What do you need to preach to everybody to sort of take from that? And how does this team need to embrace it?
I think we had no choice but to embrace it. Like we're not as talented as we were, so we gotta have an edge to us. We have a mentality to us. We gotta play, and bring the fight to teams a little bit more than we have in the past. So I don't think we have a choice.
Is there something more? Is there something fun about the fact that the margin of error is thinner? Obviously, it's harder, but is there something fun about like a random November game against the team that it's going to require like a higher level of perfection almost to execute to get the result you want?
Yeah, it is. I'm excited about it. Just figuring the puzzle out, is a challenge. Trying to bring the most out of yourself, but the most out of your others as well. It's a challenge every single night. It's going to be some ups and some downs that people may not be expecting, but that's a part of it. You got new guys, new team. So we got a lot of potential, but we're trying to turn that potential into like reality right now, and we're working through it. It's preseason. That's what we're supposed to be doing.
Jaylen, what's it like being a leader? Almost 29 in a few weeks, and some of these guys are like Eagles 19. Some of these guys are 21, 22. There's an age gap, and I'm sure like kind of the difference. What's it like being kind of, I don't say an old head, but not on the door, and then you remember being a young guy and having old heads and being like, man, you mad old. Like, what's that
Don't
like?
need old head.
Oh,
He
it
said
hurts.
he's not, but
It's an honor, to be honest. I come to work every day trying to share my experiences, my basketball knowledge, and also thinking about how I can bring the most out of everybody around me and my teammates, how to make them better as well as trying to, perform at my highest level. So it's a balance. I have the tools to do it. I think I've been in enough roles throughout the years to be able to have a good feel for everything. So I'm embracing it. I'm enjoying it. Like it's going to take some time to figure it out, but when we do, I feel excited about our team and our pace. But right now, yesterday was our first time playing with all of the guys against some competition. Usually we split the teams up, training camp or preseason. Some of the guys sat, some of the guys played. So yeah, we got some kinks we working out, but I'm enjoying it. We watch film together, and it's going to be a journey. So I'm looking forward to diving all in.
Jaylen, last
stood
time.
out to you about the way that the energy that Josh has brought? It seems like he's just made a great impact when he's been out there.
Yeah, Josh has been great. He's been great all training camp, been great all preseason. We're going to need him to be great all season long. He's a long athletic wing, something that like we kind of could have used over the past years or so, like somebody like high energy, super athletic, so we need that defensive pressure intensity. And then he's been showing like he can knock down a shot and he can take a guy off the bounce as well. So he's displayed some great talent. We're looking forward to finding him in transition, finding him in closeout situations because he's a piece that could help us out for sure.
Jaylen, last time we talked to you, you said something along the lines of you wanted this to be a studious team and a really smart team. How do you feel like guys individually are embracing that challenge or whatever you want to phrase it as?
I think the comprehension level is definitely there. Like we watch a lot of film. We've been emphasizing film as a team, like watching film every single day to know what we're supposed to be doing. But the application, we're still getting there. So we're learning where to be, what to read, what to see, even when you're tired, where you got to go, and how to activate our offense in the best way, even through pressure. So we're learning and improving along the way. It's going to be some good days. It's going to be some bad days. Got to be prepared to that, but we just got to stay the course. We got enough. We're looking at other teams. We feel like we're just as talented or we can beat them. So the most important thing is not hanging your head after some mistakes or hanging your head after a loss. We just got to move forward, put our best foot out there, play good basketball, and I think we'll be okay.
You guys started with Chris at the 5 yesterday. What's your outlook on that group's ability to be a net positive despite the imbalance?
We'll see. I mean, it's preseason. We've been playing against. We haven't played against a actual team. They've been sitting a lot of their guys. So, preseason analytics is, when you get to the middle of the season, is obsolete. So we're exploring some things that could potentially work for us. Chris has been playing amazing as well, shooting the ball well, high energy. But against different teams, against different nights, I'm sure it'll vary and change. So we just got to be flexible enough and patient enough to stick with it.
Joe, you talk about that, the 3 games against teams that were resting most of their starters. How's that impact you guys? Is that like you truly tested and you get a sense of where you guys are? Or do you still need to face like a team whose best players to really get a sense of where you guys are?
Nah, in a sense, yes, I think so. But also because the talent level, and I think that'll put a test on our defense a little bit more. But offensively, some of these teams, they guard better than a lot of the starting 5s from other teams. They pressure, like all 3 teams that we played pressured us to half court. Made it hard for us to get the ball up the court. We're physical. You put in the starters, they may or may not be that depending on any given night. So it's just, defensively, I think for sure, some more talented players. But, offensively, some of these teams, I mean, they put pressure on us defensively, made us run our offense out at half court. They turned us over a bunch of times. We may not see teams that play with that level of energy all season long, depending. But preseason is a good, ramp up, and it's good to get out there, get some cardio, get some good connectivity going. But next week we'll be able to get a real test when some of the real games start going on.